shot from distance, it in!
It's in the back of the net, and Provo, Utah get the set.
Davey trying to set him up, and there's the goal! In the...
And welcome everyone. It's another beautiful night. Well, it's the same beautiful night, but it's this different two teams here in beautiful Irvine, California. My name is Simon Allen, the Dalai Lama of soccer. The national finals, the second semifinal match of the night. Miami United FC, New York Renegades FC, and it's going, well, if the first match was any indication of how awesome it's going to be, I think this is going to be just as awesome. Stay tuned, everyone. Everyone out there on the worldwide spider web, we are expecting a fabulous match. Again, Miami United versus New York Renegades FC to find out who is going to the final on Sunday. This is the UPS National Finals, and I'm so glad you're here. Again, I want to go ahead and thank the crew out there doing the camera work and the sound and everything. We had a great first match. It went into overtime. Got ourselves a winner. Provo's going to the final. We're just going to have to find out who's going to meet them. First match was played in the light. Now we are playing nighttime football. We can see what's going on here. Again, Provo, Utah FC in the final. Who they meet? Well, we're going to find out. Next Level Soccer going to vie for third place. It's been an interesting route to get here. Miami United Football Club. Let's see what kind of highlights we have on them. Obviously based out of Miami. Claudio Ferran, essentially head coaching there. We should have some interviews coming up soon. This is how they got here. And you can see that really hard, tough match against Kalonji Pro Profile where they beat them 1-0. That's how they got here. Again, the road to the finals. Some highlights. Look at this shot. Just curved it right in their famous pink uniforms. Celebrating the fact that Miami, essentially Florida Zone 1 South, with a record of 8 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. 11 goals in the last 4 matches. And this team has scored 24 goals this season, right? Sonny Nord, Alejo Fernandez scoring 7 goals each, and there's 7 goals by Insua, who comes from the midfield. So we're going to expect a lot of goals from them. New York Renegades, we're going to go check out some highlights from them and how they got here. I can tell you right now, they beat Chicago 4-1 in the quarterfinals out of Hicksville, New York. Boris Linares, well, I should be talking to him soon. Chicago Nation, look at that score line. New York readily beat them. This is their route to the final. Take a look at this highlight right over here. Should be 4 goals here. Look at that. Yeah, they finished 3rd in their league. So they had some tough matches to get there. 6 wins out of 10 matches during the season. So New York Renegades, take the stats as they are. I usually take those stats and just throw them away because nothing can be predicted on match day other than maybe judging by their history. I can't tell you. But I'm really looking forward to Miami United versus New York Renegades. You see the teams coming out. Yeah, absolutely. So it's Miami in their famous pink and black and red. We'll just go with all blacks, shall we? Which is all all-black uniform for the New York Renegades. Black and red, almost looks like that old sort of Liverpool away kit, doesn't it, from back in the day? And obviously that famous Miami pink, made famous probably in the 80s with Miami Vice, but that's another story. It's neither here nor there for this moment, because the football is going to do all the action, all the talking. Get ready for the national anthem. Welcome back, folks. Simon Allen here, the Dalai Lama of Soccer. Match 2 of the night. Figure out who is going to the national finals on Sunday. Is it going to be New York Renegades or Miami United? Thanks for tuning in. If you've watched the first match, you'll know just how exciting it can be. I'm expecting thrills and spills and all that stuff in this match. Nothing less than excitement. Every bang for your buck you're going to find. Miami in their famous pinks, and New York in the all black with red stripes. Now just you see right over here the captain's just saying hello to the referees and the assistant referees. Final photographs on each side of them. The other teams are going to get together and do a final huddle and final photograph. It's going to be very interesting. It's getting a little bit colder. I just don't think Renegades are going to mind it. I think it's probably perfect weather for them. Miami might find it a little bit cold, but I don't know. Again, a lot of diversity on the team as well, which is what we love. And we're going to sort of send it down to Chris for a quick interview with the coach.
I'm here with Claudio, head coach of Miami United. Coach, tell us a little bit about the journey to get here today.
Hola, buenas noches. Bueno, es un placer estar acá. Gracias por darnos la oportunidad de hablar y contar un poco la experiencia. La verdad que ha sido un camino difícil, largo, con muchos viajes, pero bueno, felices. El torneo pasado nos quedamos ahí en Atlanta y teníamos esta deuda pendiente, así que lo logramos este año, estamos felices. Ahora queremos ir por todo, no nos alcanza con haber llegado hasta acá.
Coach, what do you expect to see from the boys today? What do you expect to happen today?
Y lamentablemente nos tocó, creo que el equipo más difícil de todo lo que vengo viendo, es el equipo más difícil que enfrentamos ahora, pero bueno, para ser campeón hay que ganarles a todos y creo que estamos preparados. Lo he visto muchos partidos a este equipo y bueno, intentemos que la táctica, la estrategia que ocupemos sea la correcta, así que esperemos.
I'm here with New York Renegades owner and head coach Boris Linares. Boris, tell us a little bit about this journey. It's your first time in the national finals. You've been to the national quarterfinals twice.
Yes.
First time here. How does this feel?
Exciting, just glad that this game came about now, and we're just soaking it in, but we also want to win. We want to get there.
What makes this season different than other ones when you've been trying so hard?
Unity. I think it's unity. It's hard to compete and keep the level that you have to compete to get to here. You got to knock out a lot of teams, and a little bit of luck also helps. you know, new unity has been the key. Yeah, and taking.
All right, folks. Just moments away from some fantastic UPSL football action. Usually it's time right before the match when I say, listen, I want you to go out there and support your local team. There's a lot of UPSL teams out there that can use your support, that want your support, and you'd be just happy going and watching their matches every Saturday. And it all ends up really this weekend. Who is crowned the champion? Here we go, folks. Miami in their pink, New York in black, and we got action from the get-go. Miami with the ball. And Stewart passes into space. There's no one there. He tries to get it back. New York with the ball. El Caso essentially has got it. I can't see it from here because he's right underneath us, but no words here. Stop that nonsense before it begins. Zamora, just a little rush of blood. You know, it happens. You're in fight or flight mode when the whistle blows, so to speak, and you're sort of like New York now with the ball. Good long ball going in, a lot of space. He's going to have to control it, but well headed down by Miami. Goalkeeper sort of calming everyone's nerves, telling everyone to relax. Gets it to his right back. A little bit of movement there, but not much, just to get on. He's trying to get into space, so it's a lot of through balls. Very sort of English first division like, and not quite sort of this cosmopolitan South American style, but okay, we'll take it. It's only a few moments into the match. I want to see that fantastic sort of flair that UPSL can bring by combining so many different kinds of players from around the world. Here we go. New York now trying to get control of it. They do. You can see Insua right there, to the right of your screen. Should be wearing the captain's armband, but getting the ball to anyone with a black shirt on. He's trying to control it, gets pushed off the ball. It's a throw in for Miami. Early days, both teams trying to suss each other out a little bit. Nice throw in. Insua with the ball, tries to get past his mark, gets past 1, 2, 3, 4 players, gets it to his mate, gets fouled. Well, Fernandez gets fouled and he's on the ground right now, and it doesn't look good, but it's early days and I think he might be doing it for effect, because there's no way he's going to not play this game. This game being this match. He's going to get up and play. And see, we're now over the ball. 3 players over the deciding what to do with it. Luna walks away, actually runs away into the box. I think he wants it, what he was telling Insua. But who knows? A little jostling in the box, trying to go in. Referee blew the whistle, takes time. Insua, there it is, look at that, nice. Not quite though, booted away. The echo essentially filled the stadium. Here come New York, and there's a lot of space, and surely it's a one. He's gonna have to flick it over the goalkeepers, and there's the goal. First goal goes to New York, and they're celebrating, and as they should. 3 minutes and 20 seconds into this match, and New York have stamped their mark on it. New York doing what they need to do, and Miami absolutely stunned at this point. Early days for Miami, they know it, but that was a swift kick, and they've woken up. So what are they going to do? How are they going to react? And how are they going to come back from this? Early days, folks. Early days. But at the end of the day, that was a slap. So probably one of the more fast, or at least one of the fastest goals I've seen in a long time in a final like this. Especially, well, you know, let's go back a few years, you know. Miami now need to shake it off and essentially just try and, you know, get back into that groove. They know they got time, but New York's going to play with a little bit more confidence now. Look at this. Carriel just making a complete nuisance of himself, trying to stop the defenders from thinking. New York have the ball, given away. Here come Miami, and Stuart's like, wait, what happened here? Having a little bit of a chin wag with the referee, but he doesn't, sometimes they just don't care. Like, he saw what he saw. Let's play the game. It's early days. New York has to control the ball. Goes out to touch. Throw in for Miami. They don't do it quickly. They want to maintain possession, and they do. Movement's good so far. These long balls are doing well. Headed away. I say they're doing well, and it gets headed away, but that's fine. Luna with that long ball from the back. He's going to get it again. Let's see if he can do it again. Let's do the see. Or does he do? Be a bit more cautious. So far, so good. It's in the area. Can he do anything with it? Wow. Well, but I think that Edwards had that covered, but it was kicked away. Take a look at it again. Good movement. You see right. Should be a corner kick. Miami now with an opportunity to do something and essentially get back, into the game. And again, early days, it's they're 1-0 down. Doesn't quite get past the first defender. It should. It doesn't. Got a second bite of the cherry right now. He's going to try to do something with it. Ooh. All right. Edwards just giving it away, but good favorable bounce. And here comes New York, and wow, intercepted by Miami, and it's a throw-in. Renegades have it. Kick it right back out of touch. I have to think that just the blood is boiling right now. It's pumping, it's going, and they're not quite, not quite calm yet. Both these teams, but again, just merely speculating that. Does seem like a lot of talk on the field, which is good, but just seems like there's a lot going on. Throw in for Miami. Back to the center back. He's going to look to his right. Plenty of space to get it to his right back. He's got time. No one's really challenging him. They're inviting him to come forward. Challenge is right there, so he has to go backwards. He gets the ball back. Interesting move so far. Nice little long through ball. It's going to be offside if he gets it, though. There you go. Last time I was doing play-by-play was around this particular final, and I was told you can't. Don't try not to anticipate the calls. And I'm like, well, I can see them. I can see them. He's like, well, no. I'm like, okay, so, but yeah, it's all right. I'm still going to do it. Edwards comes up to take the. Caceres wanted to take it, but Edwards said, no, I'll be happy to do it for you. Nice. Headed out. Miami now have control. Insua has the ball. Such a maestro in the field. He looks to his right. Good decision, obviously. This player now has to go in there, and he's just rolled in. Surely a shot. He just tried to turn around, but he was just smothered by just the defense. Had a player to his left, didn't quite make it. Here come Miami again. Doing quite well. It's booted in, but quite half-heartedly. Almost given away, but controlled. Oh, there's a little bit of a move right there. throw-in for New York. Oh, he's going to get in trouble now if he doesn't give it away. Or she's going to give it to his teammate. He didn't give it away. My apologies to the player. Did well so far because Miami still have control of the ball. It's going to get into a player with bags of space. Now, we've seen this before. He's going to have to get down to the middle. Player to his right, player to his left. Choose to sort of make that V cut into the pitch. And he's trying to go around. It's blocked by 3 players, all wearing black shirts. Here come, wow, that was kind of a cheeky move there. Didn't quite reach its mark. And then look at that. It's a handball, but it's okay. Right there. Okay. Oh, look at that. The players hanging out, which is good. They want to see what they're up against on Sunday. Sarah's over the ball, looking for a teammate. Flores in front of him, but doesn't turn around to watch his teammate, so it's straight down the middle. Miami with the ball. And Stewart sees his teammate. Good choice. Very intelligent footballer. Player to his right, another player to his right. Good. We've seen this before. He's going to try and find a through player, probably someone like Revanche to get in there. Centre back doing really well. No one's really challenging him and waiting. Daza. Not yet. Let's see what New York can do with it now. He just absolutely bullies himself away from the defender. Goalkeeper's got this, bread and butter for him. He's not going to challenge him with that. Miami now on a quick counter. Little push from behind. Yeah, referee's going to have to stop this. I was asking for things like, you know, sort of like a South American style play, but it seems like it's just stop and start right now. Here comes Miami. Surely. Easy one for Edwards. Easy one. Good move by Miami. I'm loving it. I'm just loving the fluidity and the slithering like and the just moving around and changing of positions and so on and so forth. Let's see what they can do with it. Switches sides. Fantastic. Intercepted, taken away, chested down, and New York have the ball. They maintain possession. Player gets out of trouble and finds his teammate. So far, well done here. And look at that. Through ball. And look at this. This is going to be it. This is the goal. Surely a goal. There it is. Take the shot, lad. And there it is. 2-0. Celebrating. Descalzo is just like, yeah, you know, we can do this all day long. And he's celebrating it. It's 2-0. And 14th minute, looks like New York are in control. Miami have to regroup and do something just a little bit different. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yes. We know Miami is strong. They can't, you know, New York shouldn't rest, but this is definitely a stamp of dominance, you know, by New York. So how's Miami going to react? The only way we can find out is to stay tuned out there in the worldwide spider web. And Scalzo's still celebrating, and so he should. Get back on your side of the pitch so we can start the game. Oh, my apologies. There's a player down as well, so yeah, he's got. Physio's come out 3 times already tonight, so we know it's a bit of a rough game. But fortunately, no injuries that we know of, no real bad tackles. Everyone's been really good tackles in the first match. You know, they were bone crunching, but they were almost perfect. You know, they were like really nicely done. Stuff that you can almost write a sort of a manual about. You know, this is how you properly tackle. So I really, as a sort of an old school player myself, old school fan, I appreciate that. And let's get back to the action. Let's see if Miami can react in a positive way. Yeah, stop and start. It's not going to help Miami though. They're maintaining position right now. They're looking to find a player. Certainly wasn't offside. They're in the box. Surely a shot, and there's Insua, and Edwards up to the task. That's how quick things can change. That's how strong this player is. Rivas showing just how strong he is, but again, Miami's got the possession. What can they do? So Insua has the ball. He's looking to his left. Chooses to go right. Just absolutely pinpoint passing in a lot of traffic. Gets it back. He's going to do something with it. He falls down, and there's just a little bit of slapdash sort of football playing right now. It shouldn't be, because both these teams are really good, and can't fault the player from trying to score from over there. Mascalzo wants a goal. His team is 2-0 up. Why not? Yeah, as you should. Should believe in your team, you know. It's early days. Miami with the ball. The MO is clear. Get it to the flanks, see what happens. Get it to Insua. Get it to the field general. He's going to do something with it. Find space. He can run through it. He can actually even run through traffic. Then get into the box. Here come Miami. Movement's good so far. Headed away, and there's a man down. Referee calls the play back. He's going to go check on the player. Right there. Oh. Sorry. That was a bit weird. Did that actually make contact? I don't know. I'll have to double check, but player looks okay now. He's back on the pitch. Well, he's on the pitch. He's back up on the pitch. And see, we're now over the ball. Didn't want to make that sound as if it was a mugging or anything, but see, was over the ball. Going to try to get it into that small pocket behind that sort of crowd. Let's see if he can do it. I know he can. Well, great service, just doesn't quite complete in the final third. New York now have a little bit of an opportunity to ball just escapes the speed of the player at this point. So it's okay, 2-0 up for New York. They're not sort of stressed about anything. They say that being 2-0 up is very dangerous, right? You know, the old sort of, I won't say it's an old wives' tale, but it's an old adage, let's say. You know, it's I'd rather be 2-0 up than 2-0 down is what I say. But Miami now with the ball. Good control, a little bit of space. Gets it to his teammate. Revanche with the ball. It's a throw in for Miami. They're inching towards the goal. Edwards is moving back into his area a little bit. So he's got his eye on the ball. There's going to be a quick sort of movement for Miami. I can almost sense it. And there it is. Is there anyone in the box? Probably. Kasiebu with the ball. Oh. Unlucky for Fernandez. Just if it went the other way a little bit, if the ball spin was to hit towards him, it could have been an opportunity. Edwards now in goal with the ball. He's all right. He's going to take his time. He's going to get it straight to Caceres. Caceres is going to look up, take the big boot, see if he can get past the last, or the defender. New York out muscling, but well, I didn't see much wrong with that one. Carriel now with the ball. He's going to hold on to it. It's in space, but it's not quite going to happen for him. It was a good idea by Rosero to get the ball behind him, but didn't quite get to his intended mark. On the same page, not quite on the same paragraph. Miami now with the ball. He's going to get it back to his center back. I'm going to probably get it to his goalkeeper. Good movement out. Daza just essentially muscled his way through it. Very good job. Here comes Miami, and there's the space they're looking for. So far, so good. He's got to keep it in touch. Does he? I don't know. Let's see. He does. He's going to do a little bit of magic, a little bit of footwork. He gets it in there, and surely a goal. No. Fantastic work by Edwards. He saw it, had his eye on the ball. Now he's going to make a quick counter. Here come New York. He runs into some traffic over here, but so far, so good. He draws the foul, too. Descalzo's really he's just really everywhere, isn't he? But look. A little bit of a hip check. And quite honestly, this half is just flying by. It's whizzing by, isn't it? The physio's been called to see, and I can't see who's actually injured right now. So we're going to stop and take a little break and just everyone can sort of reset the hard drive, so to speak, while the physio takes a look at that player. Oh, a little bit of a neck injury there, but no, not an injury, just more of a cautionary thing. Surely always got to check for concussions no matter what, but I don't think that really happened. But good on the physio for trying to see, like, if he's, He's going to come off the pitch, but I'm sure he'll be right back on. Clock is ticking, but referee will add it on. New York Renegades are in control of the ball. Quick pass, short, back to Edwards. Caceres wants it back, but Edwards decides to go down the middle. He's going to get it, but not quite. Just didn't quite make good contact on that pass. And here's a little opportunity for Miami. Oh. Yeah, Fernandez went down, but I'd have to see it again, to be honest with you. Maybe he went down a bit too easily, but even that, let's see. Yeah. No. Nope. Should get a yellow for simulation if you ask me, but that's just me. I'm old school. I don't call it simulation. I call it something else. But producer says don't say that. So here come New York. Nicely done here. Can he control the ball? And offside. It's New York is 2-0 up, and to be quite frank, there's going to be people out there on the World Wide Spider Web and saying, "Oh, it's over, it's over." It's not. It is. It's not over. It's football. If things change in a matter of seconds, you've seen it. So if you're out there tuning in, call more friends up to tune in, because quite honestly, I just don't think it's going to be 2-0 all the way to 90 minutes, right? So when I say that, New York now are on the prowl. I mean, look at this, just the sheer sort of confidence of just passing it back inside the box and then just controlling it outside, switching sides. Here we go. And they get a corner. So stay tuned, folks. And by the way, everyone who's out on the East Coast watching, I'm not sure what time it is. I don't know what time it is now, to be honest with you, but I'm not sure what time it is over there. I'm sure it's obviously later. But thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate that. And, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Without you, I'm simply talking to thin air. So thanks for tuning in out there, as well as Miami, of course. They're in the East Coast as well. Can't forget them. I'm sure the weather in Miami is better than right now in New York. So New Yorkers are probably in their homes watching. Thank you. Back to action, folks. Well done, Miami now. Lots of space. Nicely done. And can he get his foot to it? It's going to be a bit of a scramble. Miami now with the ball. They're going to get it in there and just over the crossbar. Edwards had his eye on it. But that was a great run of play by Miami. They just did not give up. Right there was the deal breaker for Miami. Good defending by New York. And here we go. Look at that. Oh. 29th minute, and that could have been that third goal, but just sort of rolled. Yeah. Twisted the ankle here and there. Could have gone the other way, but no, still 2-0. Miami absolutely looking to get a goal back as soon as possible. They're doing some Route 1 football. Won't comment on my love or dislike of Route 1 football, but at the end of the day, you've got to score a goal. I always say by hook or by crook. Oh, Ed was doing a really good job there. Every second off the clock, I guess. Back to his teammate. Didn't quite make a connection here, so Miami have an opportunity. Again, not quite there. Looking for Insura in the box, didn't quite happen. They're not going to give up quite yet. Here we go. There it is, and it's going to... Oh! And hit the upright. Well, definitely Miami are insisting, right? You see it right there. Just bounces off the upright, does it? Yes. So, caution for New York. '30th minute here in beautiful Irvine. It's nighttime. Temperatures dropped a little bit, but not enough to phase anyone at this point. not enough to phase anyone other than maybe me. But good football so far, 2-0 up. New York are doing a great job. Miami, you know, I think they might need to ratchet it up a little bit. At least get a goal in before the first half. But again, things change. You know, I've said it before. We've done these matches together so many times that first half you score 2 goals, and then the second half it's the other team scores 3 goals, and who would have thought it? Miami now with control of the ball. Going to turn around. Going to move slowly, but they're going to maintain possession. New York trying to get it hold of them, but they're giving them a little bit of time. Couple of passes on the other side of the pitch, and there's a little bit of an area to move in. Not quite. New York defenders doing a good job. Backed into the corner, literally and figuratively, but they're doing well. Miami now inside the box, pushed away, asking for some sort of a call. Not going to happen. Miami with the ball. Luna had it. Got it to his teammates. Somehow they've scrambled a bit of possession together. They've got it. Ball wasn't bouncing in their favor, and New York come back. Looking for some time, some options. He's got it. You can hear the crowds, you know, saying, "Calm down, calm down." I wouldn't disagree with that. New York with the ball given away again. You see this happen a few too many times. Miami now with possession. He's going to get past 3 players. Let's see what happens. He's going to run out of space soon, so he needs to do something with it. He's controlling it. He's waiting for some help. None's coming right now. Everyone's waiting for a cross, but it's going to be difficult. And Edwards up to the task. Surely some help would have helped. But again, everyone's waiting for the cross. And he had to sort of pull the trigger and get it over there. It didn't quite happen. New York now, again, look at this. Bit of route 1 football. Headed away. Keeper way out of his box. And Sewer now with the ball. Quick pass. Just great, quick decision-making by Sewer. Luna back to the goalkeeper. Sebi. Then back to his right back. Right side of the pitch, moving forward, slowly, surely. Miami trying to spread out. New York was just not happening. It's going down the middle now. Fernandez tries to do something with it. Just couldn't get his body over the ball, and it just goes sky into the 5th row behind the goalkeeper. The shot of the coach. I'm not sure what he's saying. Your guess is as good as mine. Zamora gets it to his teammate all the way to the side of the pitch. Good switching. Just took a bit too long in my liking, because now New York can regroup a little bit. Back to the goalkeeper, Serbi. Back to Luna. And so you're back to Luna. Back to the goalkeeper. There's plenty of space. There's lots of pockets up front. Player's got to do something with it. Daza gave its ball to his teammate. And it just went out of touch for a split second. It's a throw in right now for the Renegades. Interesting turn of events. Wouldn't have foreseen 2-0 up so early in the match, but again, that's what makes football football, right? It's what you're going to do in these situations. Miami absolutely are up to the task, right? We've seen this before in league play. Nice. Not quite happening, though. Oh, not sure what was going on there, but someone's getting a yellow. So he lost the ball, then he went in. Bit of dangerous play. Let's see if that's... Look. Yeah. Turned into a bowling ball and tried to bowl down the pins, so to speak. So Fernandez with the yellow. Just wasted. Back to the goalkeeper. Sebi's going to pick it up. Well, excuse me, he's going to get it and get it back to his teammate. And try to get it back into play really quickly, especially on the other side of the pitch. Luna out with the ball. Got a little bit of space. Getting to his teammate. He's going to go move the ball a little bit. He's got a little bit of a player trying to block him, but again, it just doesn't quite happen. Gets the throw in. Miami now trying to get it to anyone with some space. Luna with the ball, a lot of time. Oh, would have been great if it worked, but Fernandez and Natura are not quite there. But again, uncharacteristic of these two teammates. There it is. Not quite, but not out of danger yet. It's going to be a bit of a pest right there. No. Good, good, good. Skulls are really trying to be at a few places at the same time. Can't fault him for that. Team's 2-0 up. Here we go. Interesting to see Solana just shield the ball away, just to, you know, must be very frustrating for the forward to just do all that work and get muscled away from the ball. Not even off the ball, away from the ball. Edwards now holding it. No one's really going to try and get the ball off his feet. Oof. Always, you can sort of anticipate what would have happened, but it didn't happen. So you, as a commentator, you get kind of antsy. But here come New York. There's that ball we're looking for. He's got it, but he's got two players in pink to go through. Down the middle of the park right now. Rivas wants it back, or didn't get it back. Here comes a shot. No. He almost pulled the trigger on it. Didn't quite happen. Interesting. You're 2-0 up and you don't take... 40th minute, 5 minutes to go, really. 5 minutes and a little bit of time, but at this stage of the game, Miami just can't wait to get into the dressing room. But goodness, wouldn't a goal really sort of boost their spirits right now? Maybe this could be it. There's the through ball they're looking for. Well, actually, not quite. Renegade doing a good job defending, as usual. Skulls are really held off his two markers real well to sort of facilitate this attack. Can he get the ball back? No. But again, very well done. Carriel now with the ball. So his teammate to the left. Can he penetrate the box? He just chooses to take the shot. And that wasn't a cross, but teammates won't fault him for trying. Again, 2-0 up, 40th minute. Crowd really getting behind both of these sets of teams, so it's good to see. want to remind everyone that on Sunday it is not only the final, but the third place match. So, you know, make a trek out here. It's fun. And believe me, it's fun. You won't regret it. It's a great day out. Football's going to be fantastic. You know it. And if you're out there watching on the East Coast on the Worldwide Spiderweb, thank you so much. It's floating throw in. Carriel just got it to his teammate. Miami not really changing the plot, not changing the plan from minute one, to be honest with you. Don't know if that's gonna be, you know, gonna be the way to go in the second half, but something that has to change. It's again 2-0 right now in the 42nd minute. No one's panicking, certainly not the fans out there. So certainly not the players or the manager. It just looks like things can get better for them in the final third, and I'm putting that lightly. They do better in the final third when they're getting over there, so things might change. Things will be said in the dressing room. Right now they've got a few minutes just to put a damper on the New York spirits. Edwards gets it to his teammate. Plenty of space on the left over there for him. See his teammate to the right. Fernandez just couldn't get around his mark, so he had to pass it back, and now Miami is sort of stuck in the midfield. They've got to get through. Hazard did a good job trying to move the ball, but just didn't quite get, you know, just anywhere close to the penalty area. New York now have possession. They're moving the ball. Carriel now essentially quick pass into space, not quite connecting with his teammate. So Miami now get the ball back. Cassiabu essentially trying to get it to the midfield. So far, some good passing, but not anything out, you know, special out there to sort of make me think that they're going to score a goal. But maybe, you know, again, this could be it. Easy one for Edwards. Okay. Oh, a little bit of a slip there. Undeterred, New York are pressing on here. Miami, though, really relentless. They're going to try as much as they can. They're playing their game. Miami's now on the attack. They're trying to penetrate the box. Is he going to run out of space? He does. He does. Good defending by New York. But a lot of grit and determination by Miami. Nothing on the scoreboard for them yet, but just a matter of just minutes before they do something. Everybody out there should stay tuned. Garcia doing a very good job defending on that side of the pitch, but again, corner kick for Miami. Going to get past its first defender. Please get it to a head, and something should happen. Going into the locker room, a goal would definitely help. Here we go. There it is. It's floating away, and there's, oh, unfortunate. Didn't quite get to the right direction. Here come New York. They're going to boot it out. Right. Wow, holding on to it. Good. Oh, passing it to himself. Surely. Whew. Another heart in mouth moment over there. I was half expecting the goalkeeper to come out and use his hands outside of the area, but very pro. Just did exactly what he needed to do. Well done to Acerbi. New York now with the possession. just moving onto that side of the pitch. Well, it's been 45 minutes. Just want to see what the referee's going to tack onto it. Can't expect much. The last time we did, the last match was 1 minute. No, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Okay. The production crew were having a laugh with me, weren't they? Putting on 1 minute, then put on 4. That's okay. I would take 10 extra minutes, but I think the players need a break, so and get back into back into the dressing room. But here we go. 4 minutes to go. Well, now 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Whatever the referee wants at this point. Just want to see if there's anything, any touch of flash of brilliance, a bit of genius in the last few moments of this match that gets Miami that goal to get them into the locker room with a little bit higher spirit, so to speak. Let's see what happens. Stay tuned, folks. Not long to go before the ref blows his whistle, and I'm thinking Miami need to do something. Right now, New York definitely are in charge. Back to Edwards, who's going to just take his sweet time, and that's fine. It's his prerogative, so why not? Gets it back to his teammate to his left, and he's going to take his time too. Just roll it in. Get it into the box. Surely well done and absolutely smothered by Acerbi. He's doing a good job there. Didn't get a chance to roll past him and a possible easy tap in for New York. That would have been, they would have been finished if that was the case. But New York firmly still believe that they're in this match, and so do the fans, and so do the people here. 2-0 down, but Miami still quite content, playing the way they did in the first minute, knowing full well that, what got them here, tried and true, could very well work for them and get them back into this match. Right now it is 2-0 to New York. Not much left in the first half. Get a corner. Could this be a first half, last second goal by Miami? Nice. Floated in. Surely something can happen. Didn't, just went over Edwards. Something could have happened. Maybe another corner. Dare I see it? A little bit of arguing going on. Someone didn't like the fact that a player was down. But no, it's actually a goal kick. And this should be the last kick of the first half. Well, according to my watch, but yeah. Yeah. No, referee's time play on. And there you have it, folks. Referee's calling for the half. And, what a weird turn of events. In the first half of the second match, we have Miami United at 0 and New York Renegades at 2. So 2-0 here in Irvine, California. There's a little bit of talking with the referee on whatever's going on. I want everyone to stay tuned. We've got another 45 minutes to go. Anything could happen. You've seen this before. So stay tuned out there. We'll be back very, very shortly. But again, we've got some things going on the pitch that I wouldn't mind talking about. So let's see, a little bit of a huddle going on. And then, well, folks, again, got to say, very interesting sort of first half. They're asking me to say, well, what's my thoughts on it? Well, I don't know. It's sort of, everything's from sort of left field at this point. You expect Miami to come out sort of gangbusters, but New York, all credit to them. absolutely dominating the first half. Will that be the same in the second half? I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you. I'm not quite sure. It has to change. And we've seen it before. If you've been following the UPSL and the finals for many years, you'll know that you can't go into the locker room thinking you've won the game when you're 2-0 up or 1-0 up. Or it changes at a drop of a hat. So we'll see. Got to see more from Insua, definitely. You know, he's got to do more. Even though he's doing great, he's done a fabulous job. In the midfield, but got to do more. So, in about a quick second, I think I want to go ahead and turn it over to Chris on the pitch and see who he has with him. I think let's see who he wants to talk to at this point.
I'm here with Samuel Cáceres, captain from New York Renegades. Samuel, what are you guys doing right now to win this game so far?
We play smart. We try to play short and together. And the most important, when we attack, we score. That's the most important. We have two options and we score. We don't have a lot of chance, but I think the most important right now, because we play the semifinal, I think it's really important. We score. We don't need to miss a lot of chance. We have only 2 chances for goal and we score. That's the most important. You understand, right? So I think we play well. And we need to continue the same team.
Okay.
The second half.
This is your first time here at the National Finals. Have you seen anything that surprised you so far?
Really nice. I like it. I enjoy. I have 36, so for me this is maybe the last time I play here. So I play and I go back here and in this stadium after 3 years. So for me, thank you so much for UPSL for giving me this space. Thank you, Renegade. I try to enjoy every time. This is maybe my last game. I don't know, but I try to enjoy every day, every time. And again, thank you so much for you give opportunity for the team, for the a lot of players, young players. I think it's opportunity for using this space for show the best talent or whatever.
Amazing. Now you mentioned you've played pro, you've played in Argentina, you've played for the New York Cosmos, you have a pro career. How does this compare to those other events?
No, better. I played 3 years here in UPSL, so every year when we complete it's more high level, so I like it and I continue to play. I think it's good. It's the same. The third division, second division, professional. So I try to pass my experience to the guys playing in UPSL, and I hope UPSL always. I don't know how to say, but progress, improve. So
beautiful. Good luck in the second half, Samuel.
Thank you so much.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Chris. That was great. That's so indicative, isn't it, of what UPSL is about, isn't it? Like, you got this player who's been everywhere and he's just loving UPSL. So right now we're going to take a short break and we're going to come back second half. Everyone out there, stay tuned, folks. I think it's going to get wild. My name is Simon Allen. I'm the Dalai Lama of soccer, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Shot from distance and in!
It's in the back of the net, and Provo, Utah get the set.
Davey trying to set him up, and there's the goal! In the...
shot from distance and in!
It's in the back of the net. And Provo, Utah get the second.
Davey trying to set him up, and there's the goal in the...
Welcome back, folks. Simon Allen here, the Dalai Lama of soccer, and it's a coldish night here in beautiful Irvine, California, Championship Stadium, one of my favorite places in the world, and I've been around the world, and it's certainly still my favorite place. Right now, you're looking at the score, but it's not the score because it's actually Miami are down, and absolutely, there you go, 2-0, and we're starting the second half off very quickly. I wanted to see what sort of a feat that Miami would have to sort of embark on to get back in this. I don't think it's that impossible. And I was telling everyone, stay tuned. That, Miami have something up their sleeve. So we're back in the second half again here. Again, Simon Allen here. The crew are right next to me. The camera folks downstairs. As you can probably tell, the crowd is a little bit more subdued than it was in the first half. Understandable. But if you're out there in the worldwide spider web, don't go to bed just yet. Anything could happen, right? Everything can happen and will happen. Right now, Miami have the ball. They've switched sides. We're going to go straight to the action. Miami now with the ball. They're coming out like gangbusters right now. They know they have 45 minutes to go to tie it up and perhaps even win it. New York would love to be a fly on the wall in the dressing room, right? Would love to see what the manager was saying. Was he saying, let's just hold off? We've got this in the bag, or was it just let's score a few more and just, put this to bed? They can put it to bed. You're out there on the East Coast. You stay up because anything could happen. Like I said, back to action. Go straight into commentator mode right now. Miami have the ball, and so you are now essentially getting the ball into the midfield. They are trying desperately to do something. New York are, what can I say, just playing like the first half. Good defending. And whenever there's space, they'll move forward. It's happening in the first couple of minutes here in the second half. Miami now with the throw in. Plenty of space over here on this side of the pitch. Instead goes back into sort of the beginning of traffic. Miami moving forward, looking to find someone to his right or to his left. Goes straight down the middle and into just literally a bunch of black shirts who are now turning over this particular play. Here we go. Great through ball. And almost perfect timing, except for the defense work is doing so well here in Miami. Well, and I would be mad too, quite honestly, but that was some very good defending. The run of play has been stopped. Again, it's a throw-in for Miami, and Sierra wants it, but pardon me, it's a free kick for Miami. Because would have rather them gone forward than backwards, but that's fine. Switch sides on the pitch. If there aren't any neutrals out there watching, I'm pretty sure somehow they've turned into underdog mode to where they want Miami to come back and sort of prolong this particular match. Personally, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I don't mind if matches have double, triple, quadruple overtime. I'll stay here all night and watch football. It's how crazy I am. But again, we have to have a winner for Wednesday. For Sunday. What was I saying? We have to have a winner for Sunday. I'm thinking too far ahead. And we do need to crown a champion of the United States of America. We need to find and crown a UPSL champion on Sunday. And I hope to see you all there or here. I'm going to be here. Throw in right now for Miami. Every ticking of the clock. Good so far. Not out of danger. Miami still have possession. They're in the box, or they're trying to get into the box, I should say. In there. Too easy. Too easy and good for Edwards, though. He's got the ball. But as I was saying, every tick of the clock is a countdown to a third-place match, so Miami need to put the Jets on, so to speak. Renegades now have the ball. He's trying to keep balance here. Being pushed into his own sort of corner. And now it's a throw-in for Miami. Well done by hook or by crook. They're going to do something with it right now. Kicked out to touch, and it's a throw-in for Miami. Again, as long as they're maintaining position, I don't think the coach is going to mind. So here we go. I have to say, it was an interesting first half. If you missed it, after the game is done, match is done, you can always go to YouTube and watch it over again. Just easily done, easily sort of handled by Edwards. So it's, at the end of the day, something needs to change with Miami. Something a little bit more flair, something a bit different, a bit more chaotic. That could sort of ruffle the feathers of New York, but nothing's really doing that because New York are back trying to do some, trying to cause more havoc. Score another goal, just like how the defender just kicked the player's shins and everyone just forgot about it. Here we go. Into the box, nothing happening there. Even his own players like, what was that? But I totally get it. You want to score a third goal and just sort of settle it. Sometimes nailing that final coffin earlier, you get some more players out, some players who are not getting enough minutes, and get them going. But again, this is a semi-final match to find out who's going to get to the final and who's going to be crowned champion of the United States. UPSL is not playing any games here. You want to get there. So very serious. I don't think any team, even if they were 4-0 up, would sort of take it lightly. So here we go. Here's Miami. They're in the box. Surely a shot. No. Chooses to go back. Now there's a cross perhaps. No, he's taking his time. He's going forward and just absolutely runs out of space and heads straight into a brick wall. He's going to get it back, though. Miami's not giving up. And again, just a little bit faster than the first half. That I can see. But it almost feels like there is a bit of panic, dare I say? Go ahead. Email me. Tell me there isn't panic. No. But, yeah, well. Now let me rephrase that. Urgency. Won't say panic. Okay. Getting the looks over here. Edwards now over the ball. Short pass. Doesn't need to do it quickly. But we've seen how it changes. 2-0 can go quite easily, turn to 2-1, then 2-2, right? So it's always a risk when you sort of bring the tempo down. Get the ball in play. Let the players do their thing. A little bit old school, but does work. Here comes Miami. Nicely done. Looking for some space. He has to get past his mark first. Thought I saw maybe a glimpse of he was going to take a shot, but he didn't. Again, just you run into a brick wall, so to speak, and then you sort of have to start over again. So here comes Miami. They're not giving up, which is good to see. And again, ushered out to touch and a friendly handshake, and Edwards will take his time, as his prerogative. Look at that. That's future player right there watching football. I like that. It's getting slightly colder. Might be more in favor for the New York players, but again, they're all different backgrounds, all South American, Central American. So, but I think if it was a hot, sunny day, Miami might have the edge. But again, we're in this position right now at this very moment here in Irvine, California. Miami are 2-0 down. The Renegades are very much in control. I wouldn't say completely in control, but very much in control because we know the ball is round. Things do change. Miami now have control of the ball, and they're trying to do something with it. Giving away. New York now trying to go ahead and do a quick counter. Little cheeky sort of pass to his teammate. Not a big fan of those because a nice pass, solid pass would have just been just as effective, but okay. Teammates talking to each other. New York now have control. Moving to space. New York doing good. Miami backing off a little bit. And here we go. Here's that through ball that we know they can do. There's no one in the box right now, and I just don't think it's going to reach anyone. There you go. So far, so good, though, for New York. They're sort of maintaining. It's like you got that lead. You're in that. You're not in neutral, right? But you're not in overdrive. So whatever was said in the dressing room, it seems to be working. Miami, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure it was like you got to put your foot to the pedal and get going, get to the other side real quickly and do something with it. There you go. There's no like just fussing. Just get the ball up front. So far, so good. I can see a lot of positives right now for both these teams. I have a lot of respect for Miami because they're not sort of resorting to nonsense. They're sort of playing with tact and, they're playing with purpose, which is what we want to see. Here they come. Classic pink jerseys on the attack. Making that effort. It's going to be a throw-in. It's two Miami players in the box right now. Third one coming in there. One leaving. So there's two. You've got to get to someone in a pink shirt. Doesn't quite happen, and there's a throw-in right now for New York. So a bit of a wasted opportunity. Sort of reminds me, whenever a team is 2-0 down, sort of reminds me of the first ever tournament I played here in the US, and we were 7-0 down. We were 7-0 down, but we just always were like, don't worry, we got time. We'll score one. We'll score one. It never bothered us that we were 7. I mean, it bothered us later, but never bothered us that we were 7-0 down. We just wanted to play and see what we could do. Ended up being 7-1, but for whatever it's worth, it's like you're 2-0. It's doable. Keep playing. Keep trudging. Keep doing what you need to do. We've seen Miami play some amazing football this season. So, again, they know how to win. They got a little bit of time to do it. And I'm not embarrassed about that 7-0 down story at all, by the way. Not one bit. I knew many years later that I'd be telling it live on a broadcast. So there you go. Miami now with a chance to do something with the ball. They do. And too easy for Edwards. And at the end of the day, he'll take those. No issue there. And would expect a lot more from Miami with an opportunity like that. But here we go, back to action, folks. Keep playing. New York well in control right now, but again, just like things like that happen, a little lapse of concentration, and it's a turnover. And Miami now have control of the ball. They're going to do a throw-in, but they're going to have to wait for the substitution to come in first. Flores coming off. Dylan Woods coming on. Flores did a good job in the first half, and just going to make way for some fresh legs. Back to action. Here comes Miami. They need to do something really quickly with it. We're on the 60th minute right now. Okay, do the math. About 30 minutes to go. You can score a goal or even every 10 minutes, and it's a yellow card coming out, and it's in the box. They're screaming it's in the box. They're looking at the the assistant referee going, "What? Now, come on now." If the card's out and it's in the box, should be a penalty kick. We'll have to take a look at this. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to see it again, just to see where it was in the, There you go. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Well, they'll have an argument, but they don't have instant replay like we do, right? So they'll have an argument at least, right? Yeah. Well, first and foremost, there's an injury. So they need to take care of that. Miami really needs to take care of their midfield sort of maestro there. There shouldn't be any more arguments, really. You don't want to get into any heated debate at this point. You've got 30 minutes to score 2 goals, if you're lucky 3. And if you're New York, you got 30 minutes to maintain your lead, score a goal, just end it quick. Everyone should be thinking about staying on the pitch for as long as they can. Yeah, oh man, that's a weird interpretation right there. Look. Yeah. Something to debate about online, though. That's the beauty of modern. Oh, look at that. Look where the ball is. Well. People say that New York got lucky. If it was an inch one way, it would have been a penalty. And then Miami got unlucky because if it was an inch the other way, it would have, So we'll see how that goes. But again, we don't want to see an anticlimactic sort of ending to this. We want to see some sort of action when it comes to this particular free kick. Oh, no. No. I'm not even sure what that was about, to be honest with you, folks. I'm sorry to say this. I'm not. Someone's leaving the pitch, and I don't know who it is. Well, I guess we'll have to find out, folks. Now it's a sort of an uneven game. All right. I've had this discussion many, many times about, do we want referees to change the game like this if it could have been avoided? But that's a discussion that gets kind of heated, and it's usually online, so we'll leave it at that. Right now, New York Renegades are up 2-0 against Miami United. Miami United have a free kick right outside of the box. Literally a few inches one way, it would have been a penalty kick. They're getting ready. They're having a discussion. Referee blows his whistle. Can this be a goal? 2-man wall. And a great effort, but again, not really resulting to anything. It's now going to be a throw-in for Miami. Again, so let's see if they can sort of build up a little bit of momentum to score a goal. If you're an underdog, or if you're a fan of the underdog, this could be the time. So let's see what happens. Thrown into the box quite haphazardly. No one's got really control over it. Miami now has a shot, and there's a wow! Whizzes by, and Edwards had his eye on it, but it was, not quite on target, being kind. But look at this. Oh, that's a very special player right there. Just in the blink of an eye, just takes that shot, And you love seeing that as a fan of football. You're like, he didn't have to stop the ball. He didn't have to do anything. He saw the ball. It was in the air. took the opportunity. Did it make it? No, but it probably wouldn't have made it if he sort of trapped it and did anything with it. Now, again, Miami back for to do a little bit more damage, perhaps, but it's just not. There's a foul right there, and they're not doing themselves any favors. Yeah, and this is a key player from Miami, Insua, who's really been amazing for them this season. You have to understand that if you haven't been following that side of the U.S., from the midfield, Insua this season scored 6 goals. Sonny Nord has scored 7. Fernandez has scored 7. So he's up there as a top goal scorer and a maestro. Whatever happens, he's going to miss something on Sunday. He's going to be in the sidelines. And you're not coming out here for a vacation. You're coming out here to play football. So he's going to kick himself for that particular decision he made. And this is now a bit of an uphill battle for Miami, right? You've got the guy who's really, controlling the midfield, trying to make things happen. He's off the pitch. He's got a red. And who's really looking forward to this is the teams that have already played. That okay, if Miami does happen to score 2 goals and win, they're going to be without their sort of maestro. If they don't, the third place match becomes a teeny bit easier. All right. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. And yeah, you can see the players in a lot of pain. Referee's already brandished his the red card. You can't argue with that. He's telling me just to go home, man. It's not even, I'm not having any of it. Sorry, I haven't until VAR came along. I've never seen, whether it's live or on TV, and I've seen thousands of matches. Honestly, I've never seen a ref get convinced he pulled the wrong card out. Sorry, you don't. Just get off the pitch and just let your teammates play. And it's unfortunate because now, let's really be honest here. He's a good player. We want to see him on the pitch. Now fans are being denied a little bit of that. So, all right. Changes the game a lot. Let's see what happens. Coach is not happy. The referee's got to calm everyone down. Get everyone back thinking it's, into the thinking that it's a football match. You know what I mean? It's not out to get anyone. And try to sort of get it back to a little bit of normalcy here. But we're back in action. And I've got to say, this was not. But isn't this? I keep saying this. This is just how football is. Not what I would suspect was going to ever happen. Miami are down 2-0. They're down a key player. They're trying really hard, as you saw here, to even things up, score at least a goal of honor. 22 minutes to go. Referee's stopping the game for a second here. I mean, I think the players got to stop talking and just get, because he's played. The referee's got cards. He's already pulled them out. He's all right. He's not going to stop. Just Miami's just asking, please hurry up and get off the pitch, and I can understand that, but we've got a good substitution right now for New York. Yes, that's their prerogatives. Take their time. It's not what I would do when you're 2-0 up, because, you're 2-0 up. Just be flash about it. Okay, I'll just come up. Eric Tercios is in. And this is what I was saying. You 2-0 up. Bring some players on. Get them some experience. get him, acclimated to Irvine. Get him on the pitch. Get the fans who haven't seen him before to see what he is, see what he can do. But again, Miami are on the other side of the pitch where they need to be, trying to score a goal. Movement's good. There's plenty of space right there. Look at that. You got to appreciate that. And here's bags of space. Can New York do something with this right now? Ruiz wants to do something with it, but is he taking his time because he's 2-0 up, or he wants to get more players? No, they're going back into the midfield. Surely a goal would just absolutely break everyone's heart in Miami. They're in not quite. Miami now have possession. They want to try to make a quick counter. They're going to try. There's space that's opened up where Insua would have been, but they're not playing down the middle like that area where he usually is, where I've seen him at. So, good passing. New sense of spirit for Miami. Maybe a goal. Taking their time, but not sure that's a great plan. Possession back to New York. Ruiz now with the ball. Surely something. Again, there's a shot. Ricocheted off a defender and into the arms of a Serbian. Again, player down. Just looks like a cramp. Got a player coming on right now for New York, and again, I think that's the MO. Like, just bring on some players to make sure they get time. Take a look at everyone trying to help the Miami players helping out the New York players so it gets off the pitch quick so they can do something with it, and the New York players probably giving them a wink saying, yeah, just take your time. The weird ballet that is soccer, I guess. Here we go. What a tale of two games, right? I mean, if you were here in the first match, complete opposites here, and you'd think that it would be somewhat similar with the sort of the players and the mixture of South America and US and Europe, but it's been so different. That's the beauty, I think. It's the beauty of the league, to be honest with you, that so many players from around the world and you get such a difference in style and play. Never ceases to amaze me. Miami now with the ball. They're just throwing everything they can, getting the ball out of their area into the New York side. They're going to try to maintain possession. They give it away. Here comes New York. Are they in any rush right now to score a goal? Ruiz now has the ball. He's looking. He's asking someone to come forward. I don't know who it was. Here comes Carriel. Back to Ruiz. Carriel again. Gets it to his teammate. Carriel again. Playing a little bit of a, sort of that triangle formation. So far, so good. They're in the back of it. They're in their own half. They're inviting Miami to go forward. They're going to see a lot of space opening up now. Can they find someone in a black shirt that's isn't being marked? Ruiz now with the ball. He's going to try to get it back. It's just not quite there. Rosero does apologize, but again, you 2-0 up. Maybe score that third and then try something different, try something new. But the consummate professionals. Here comes Miami. Pushing forward. It's in the middle of the park right now. Again, just playing one man down. If you got the ball, you're probably going to run into two players with black shirts on, right? Throw in right now for Miami. Maybe they can do it quickly and get the ball out there. Interesting match so far. About 16 minutes to go. Hope springs eternal. As a Miami fan, you might be out there thinking, well, we've seen 2 goals happen. Yep, absolutely. Ruiz gets to the carry out again. Miami just steps in and just takes the ball away from him just to stop the attack. Interesting so far. I'm looking at the back line over here on this side of the pitch, and you can just see how well they're being, each player is marking its sort of respective other player. And now you see it into frame of the camera, how the movement's happening. It looks really very orchestrated. Miami now essentially with the ball. They need to do something very quickly because that midfield is going to get busy right now. And here we go. They're going down the middle. Well done. And here's a little bit of space for Miami. They got to go past, again, every time a player gets there, there's usually 2 players with black shirts on over there. And there's something, unlucky. You want to see a goal of honor for Miami, and they're really insisting, they're really trying right now. This time is ticking. New York just doing absolutely enough. Not just enough, absolutely enough to maintain this lead. And here they come again. That was Carriel with the through ball, and goodness gracious, what can happen here? Miami take the ball away. They're going to try it again. Again, look, just try to bypass that midfield quickly. Good run. Again, running into traffic, always 2 shirts. Now, there you go. Wow, amazing. Well done. Here we go. No one to his right. Oh, look at that through ball, and it didn't quite get to the intended target, but it's still in play. Something's going to happen here. Just a bit of anticlimactic stuff, but can Miami do something with it? Surely someone's got the strength to take a shot off. No. Miami's just absolutely working their socks off right now. There is just this locomotive engine that they are. It's just running out of steam, but they're sort of finding things in their tank to come up and just run and keep running. It's a foul right then. Frustration really setting in for the defenders, but at this point, can you blame them? Hopefully they can keep calm heads, no more cards. Cassibu just really doing well. He's just running a lot. Oh, look at this player. Oh, just thought a sort of glimpse of like a pink jersey going through. Just a sea of Renegade players thinking maybe something could happen. But again, possession still with Miami. Hope throwing right now. What an interesting, if anything, interesting match compared to the first one we had. We've got another substitute coming in for New York. Javon Waugh. Fresh legs. Javon hopefully can quickly sort of adapt to the team, to what they're doing. About 10 minutes to go here. Whoa. last match I said there was like 3,000 corners, and I'm like, I think this one was just not enough corners right now at this point for Miami. They'll take 10,000 of them if they could. So here's the corner for Miami. It's going in. It's nicely curved in. Oh, booted away. Fortunate bounce, and then Miami's just on a foot race right now. Interesting. Miami with a substitution. Yeah, they've worked it. They've worked their socks off. I can't see. Prada coming on. I mean, it's literally just fresh legs, in a full tank right now. He's barking some orders at his teammates, but I'm not quite sure. I didn't understand them, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna see what kind of shift there is. Well, thank you. I like you too. Oh, it's 310, huh? Okay. Here we go, Ruiz now with, he's got space, he's got help. Let's see what happens here. He's going to try to take himself, he does. He tried to take himself, and then that's going to get a card. That's going to get a card. I don't think there's any argument here, lads. There you go. No, there's a lot of frustration, and I absolutely can understand it. Like, yeah. Mario Banuevo coming in for the Renegades. Managers literally shouting, relax, like stay calm. And, and quite honestly, I absolutely agree with them. Sometimes it's like, especially if you're in New York, you're just 8 minutes, give or take away from winning this. You got to, keep a sort of cool head about yourselves. And with Miami, it's like, yeah, same thing. Keep a cool head. New York now on the attack. Fresh legs on the pitch. Can you get a third? Not quite. Miami now with the ball. They're going to try to make something of it. Couldn't quite turn around fast enough. Here come New York. Ruiz to his left. He's got the ball. He sort of flicks it onto, gets a good pass to himself. No, it goes out of bounds. No, it does. Yes, out to touch. So Miami need to do this quickly. Oh, no. Easily done. Edwards going to go ahead and Run off a few moments of the clock. Carriel now with the ball. He's playing the maestro in the field, and he's got it to his teammate. A little bit of action in the pitch. There you go, easy one. Oh, would have absolutely put the last nail in the coffin, but good job on the goalkeeper. He got his hand to it, just flicked it up across his body right there, away from danger. So that was really smart. Again, keeping the players, keeping his team in the game. You know, it's 4.5 minutes. I am the most optimistic person in the world. And I'm kind of wondering if the Miami players are up there with me in my optimism for them. Certainly looks like it. They're certainly not giving up, that's for sure. If you're a Miami fan, you should keep your head up, man, because it's been refreshing to see these players who just, you know, knowing as the clock is ticking, they're still playing and working their socks off. So kudos to the environment of Miami, you know, the club culture as well. So Ruiz now with the ball. He's got it to his teammate here. Got a little bit of space to run into, which is really good. A lot of players slow to come and help, but can you fault them? They've been playing a long time. Garcia now with the ball. Too easy. Serbi's got it. Quick kick. He's found his... No, he didn't find his teammate. It's unfortunate. New York are going to try to go ahead and just score a goal now. There it is. Plenty of space for Ruiz. He's in the box. He's going to take a shot. No. Hesitant. And that was Rivas. Miami now with possession. He switched sides. Given away. Carriel now. Back to his goalkeeper. Why not? Edwards now. We can't pick it up. Back to Carriel. Great movement. Really exploiting the space that was left by Insua, to be honest with you. Here's New York. There's a player in the box. Oh, my word. Stick your leg out and it would have probably been a goal, but you know, it's late, it's cold. Hello. Kids enjoying a soccer match. It's not bad, is it? Good show. On the pitch now, Carriel gets it into the box. Miami heads it away. There's a little bit of time left. Ever the optimist, they're playing. Trying to get to Ruiz, just cut off. New York Renegades going to bring a player on for a few moments of the match, get some, you know, get some exercise, and Ruiz is coming off. He's absolutely getting the applause he deserves. Done really well today. New York now just got to hold the ball for a minute. Don't think there'll be much stoppage time, but again, anywhere between 1 and 4. So we'll see how it goes. Edwards got into a little bit of trouble there. I like the gumption of the Miami players to attack the the goalkeeper, but about 40 seconds. "30 seconds. Coach is already chatting with the other people. We're like, hey, we're done. Okay, I get it. Offside. Oh. And get to yellow. For what? Come on now. And it's 4 minutes. 4 minutes of of added time. There's just no need. Right. Fantastic players, by the way. You talk to them, you watch them play, and it's just getting frustrated and then just getting yellow cards for their frustration, So understandable, but avoidable. It's been an interesting match, so to speak. It's been interesting 2 matches here in Irvine, California. Just want to repeat just how important these matches are, because the winners go to the national final on Sunday. Losers get to go to the third place match. Again, New York now with the ball. Few minutes left in added time. Carriel now with the ball. Surely, there you go. There it is. Scored, and that's the goal. That's the nail in the coffin. And New York absolutely now can say they've cemented their place in the national final. Take a look right here. It's all Carriel, to be honest with you. He's just doing all the hard work over here. Gets it over to his teammate, and he's like, nah, I'll give it a shot. And boom, goal. 3-0. If there was any hope left in Miami, it's gone now. Right there. And New York very much deserving of a celebration. But it's not over. There's 2 more matches, really, aren't there? Well, I shouldn't even say it that way. There are 2 matches on Sunday. So stay tuned. Only a few moments left, actually, to be honest with you. It should be about a minute and a half for this particular match. And again, can Miami get a goal of honor here, which is what we've been talking about throughout my time here in UPSL, covering these matches. Whenever there's a team that's sort of in this situation, can there be some ray of hope going into the next match, into the third place match? Can Miami get that goal of honor to say, well, okay, we'll be in that third place match and we'll do our utmost to win that? So let's see. So if you're out there in the East Coast in Miami, you've been up this long, stay a little bit longer, eh? Edward's taking his time as usual, but as is the norm. So as it boots it all the way to the other side. Can almost just now give it away to a Miami player. He knows really nothing's going to happen. Miami really trying, and this is it. This could be the opportunity, that goal of honor, and not quite. It's cut off by the defender. Defense doing a really good job for New York. I mean, you really can't find much fault in the way that New York have been trained and how they perform as a team right now after this particular match. We'll know more on Sunday, and I hope you're there as well, watching along on the Worldwide Spiderweb, or if you've become a fan after this broadcast, you make the trek to Irvine, California, You won't regret it, I promise you. I think it's going to be a fantastic Sunday. The third place match as well as the final. Just wind the clock down. Referee's just counting the seconds. And there you have it. There you have it. What an interesting, if anything, weird and spectacular semi-final. Man United FC 0, New York Renegades FC 3. New York stamped their ticket to the final, the national final, on Sunday, and Miami United reserved for the third place match. It's been a very interesting match, almost night and day difference between this one and the first one. It's been a spectacular semi-final Friday. Let's look at the match highlights. Right over here. Stadium. Here come New York, and there's a lot of space. New York just makes that through ball. He's going to have to flick it over the goalkeepers, and there's the goal. The goal even more so. Fill the stadium. Here comes Carriel now with the ball, and there's a lot of space, and surely it's almost at the feet of each player that he passes it to. Celebrations a must. Again, in control, threads the ball, gets past the defender, and again, not quite fast enough, and here we go, and just literally two defenders in pink shirts can't do much with it, and here we go, look, one, look, done. A few angles here, that's nice. Now we have to look at the third goal. Here we go. Look at this one. Dying moments of the match, and I'll just take it. Nothing the defenders could do at this point. They were absolutely run to the ground at this point because they were man down. Very well deserved. New York Renegades, again, booking their trip to the final. Again, Miami United FC 0. New York Renegades FC 3. Miami did as good of a job as they were going to get. Here we go, folks. We're going to get some interviews down. See if Chris is ready. I think he really wouldn't mind. Is he going to talk to Rosero here? But we'll see what's going on down on the pitch side. Miami walked off the pitch, obviously. New York celebrating.
Tell me a little bit about the journey, too. You know what I mean? If you can, mention the pro stuff. Mention kind of...
Well, all right. A little bit of difficulty there, but again, I'm looking at some of the players. Let's go ahead and get back on the pitch. Let's talk to Chris.
Here with goal scorer and the main man up top, Junior Rosero from New York Renegades. Junior, what are your thoughts after that game?
I mean, we knew it was going to be a tough game. It was going to be a battle. Miami United is, a team that has Venezuelans, Argentinians. We kind of know how to, we know how to play against those guys. But we knew it wasn't going to be easy, right? They did a very good job of locking me down. I had two guys on me at all times, so I didn't even get one shot. And that's, for me, that doesn't really happen, right? But that's why we're New York Renegades. We have three great attackers, Rodrigo and Sebas. Both of our goal contributors, and then they did their thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind sacrificing for the team. As long as we win, you know what I'm saying, I'm happy.
That's true. And you mentioned being guarded and heavily defending the entire match, and that's because you have a few regional top goal scorer awards. You've had a previous professional career. Tell us a little bit about that journey and coming here and making this far to your first ever national championship match on Sunday.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, I'm 30 years old, and I've been in the league for, a few years now. Like you said, regional top goal scorer, Golden Boot of UPSL once. But this season's a little different. I didn't really score that many goals in season. I lit it up during playoffs, and I feel like that's what's different about this season, and it feels different. That's why we're here. I think I had like 5 goals like in season, and since playoffs I haven't stopped scoring. So it's one of the things where my experience. I played overseas in Sweden, played lower leagues in England, played in Colombia. So it's one of the things where dealing with center backs and the experience that I have with a bunch of center backs, I'm fine with games like this where I knew at half I knew it wasn't my game, right? And I realized that quick, and I was fine with that. This is much more better for me, than me. Even though I have 8 goals, I got 1 more to tie. The leader in the playoffs, goal scorer. But I'm just happy we got the win, and we have 1 more game left.
Absolutely. You mentioned that experience, that professional career you've had in the past. You're not necessarily the main captain of the team, but you're one of the leaders. Kind of, how do you see yourself and your role on this team, and how do you provide leadership and take your team through to the finals?
Yeah, I mean, besides scoring goals and giving my team confidence early on, I feel like it's just one of the things where I kind of lead by example. Do the things right on and off the field. I don't really get involved in the bickering and stuff. I'm usually trying to calm players down because we have a few hotheads on our team, so I got to do the calming down. But no, I just feel like the players just look at me, they see the experience. I'm not too crazy. I'm simple. I'm saying I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses, and I don't play around with that. I take the ball, I turn, I shoot. I do what I know. I know what I perfect my craft, and that's what I've been doing for a long time now in the UPSL.
Amazing. A man of few words, but he's got tons of goals in him. Junior, good luck on Sunday, bro.
Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Chris. Again, Simon Allen here, the Dalai Lama of Soccer. I want to say that we've had a great night tonight, 2 fantastic matches, and if you think this was good, wait till Sunday. I want to see you here if you're in the neighborhood, and if you're out there on the worldwide spider web, tune in for that. Again, Simon Allen will be here I will be here on Sunday, and I want to thank everyone who are out there, thank the crew for doing such a great job, the players, the organization, obviously UPSL, and it's been great. See you Sunday. Bye-bye.
Shot from distance and in!
It's in the back of the net. And Provo, Utah. Get the set.
Davey trying to set him up, and there's the goal in the